everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Yes, it is Friday the 13th. Let us know, comment. Do you have any superstitions? What do you think about the 13th, about this day? I'm not really superstitious, but I definitely not a big fan of scary movies. I don't know about you guys. Before we get into our real talker of the day.
Ah, hey,
Oh, Ruby, you're on mute, girl.
what I was going to say is this is interesting because fear of Friday the 13th is called, let me see if I get this right, paraskevedecatriophobia. Para,
What?
paraskevedecatriophobia. That's fear of Friday the 13th. That fear of the number 13 is triskaidekaphobia.
So there's a difference?
Yeah, well, there's the fear of Friday the 13th is
The
paraskevedecatriophobia.
date.
Yeah, that's fear of Friday the 13th. Fear of the number 13 is triskaidekaphobia.
So that would be like
Any
staying on the 13th floor, which
yeah.
hotels don't really do, even though there
No.
still is technically a 13th floor.
Most buildings don't have that a 13th floor. They avoid that
Why?
because of many people's superstitions. So it goes all the way back to the days when they started building multi-story buildings because of really because people's superstitions about it'd be terrible to put a 13 on there and something tragic happened on that 13th floor. So it's kind of a tradition when you think about it.
Well, Ruby, I can see you're over here talking to our director, so I guess she's not going to log back on. She was having some technical issues.
Well, it's Friday the 13th.
I was going to let her talk
Yeah.
about, right, Larry? It is
Yeah.
Friday the 13th,
Yes.
Ruby.
Things happen.
See? Strange.
Did you see the movie?
Things are happening.
Did you see the movie any of the versions of Friday the 13th?
I mean, I've seen clips, but Larry, I told you I don't like scary movies.
Really?
But this is weird. I can watch like murder mystery documentaries.
Yeah.
I love Dateline.
Yeah.
But don't like give me a scary, gory movie.
You know,
like I Know What You Did Last Summer ruined me. I'm not watching scary movies.
What did I do last summer? I didn't do anything last summer. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not watching that. So come on, people, chime in. Do you have a scary movie you watch? Are you superstitious?
Oh, you know what? The movie that really kind of got to me, and I love the movie though, is The Shining. I love that movie, and it's there's some scary parts of that. Jack Nicholson is such a fantastic actor, and in that movie he's legendary for what he did. Put the bat down, Wendy. Put the bat down. I'm not going to say it exactly like he said it.
Larry, you were in some movies back in the day.
Well, that's a whole other story. That's it's like.
Well, I mean, evidently we have time. We were going to have this live stream talk about something else with Ruby's social hit from today, but since she's having technical issues, I mean, we can talk about that too. But I think we should talk about the movies Larry Sprinkle was in. Joy says she doesn't do scary movies either. Jaws, yes, Joy. Jaws freaked me out. I should have never watched that movie. Like, never. I don't even get in the ocean. Like, I put my feet in maybe, but that's about it. No way.
You know, I had to tell you a quick story about what happened to me. I saw the movie, Jaws, and literally the next day I went to the beach. And I was standing, you know how you can stand in the water, and the water's maybe up to here, up to your shoulders. So I was at Myrtle Beach. I was like this out in the water. And there were a lot of people out there. And something brushed against my leg. I literally jumped up and landed in kind of the arms of this big, mean-looking guy who looked down at me like, what are you doing? Get away from me. I mean, it was like...
So it was a guy. It wasn't a shark.
No, well, I don't know what was under the water. I landed in this guy who was happened to be standing behind me.
I got it.
So, I mean, I was like a big baby is what I looked like. I was going, I tried to explain, I saw this movie, Jaws, and I'm so sorry. And I went, you know, it may have been a shark. Something underwater did brush against my leg. Shark, octopus, who knows?
Well, you see all those, now we have the drone video.
Yeah.
So
yes,
you see how close they are to people swimming. I was in Florida with my mom once, and here comes this, shark. And they say, everybody out of the water. Yeah. And instead of calmly leaving the water. I was like, oh my gosh. And my mom and I were like tripping over each other. We like fell. We were like, definitely.
Your imagination goes crazy when you.
Oh, not calm. Not calm.
I know.
At
And
all.
when you're down at the beach, like if you go to Myrtle Beach, anywhere along the Carolina coastline, there are really a lot of dolphins, and they can appear as a shark because you see them in the water playing around. And so I've seen quite a few dolphins and been frightened by them, but I don't think I've ever seen a shark literally in the water. But like you say, those drone shots, we don't realize how many sharks are swimming around us.
Oh yeah.
All the time we're out there.
We've been deep sea fishing, and my brother accidentally reeled in a shark and then let it go. Not all the way in, just and then let it go. We were with the professional. The shark was fine. But anyway, that's his. Yeah, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Anyway,
that's all right.
Let me read some comments. Shark was fine. Sharon, I was born on Halloween, so I've always enjoyed Friday the 13th. I love scary movies. Victoria, when I was younger, I watched them often, not anymore. I'm kind of with Victoria. Like I used to watch them and they scarred me, and now I don't watch anymore. But Sharon, I do love Halloween. I love dressing up for Halloween. My family, we always go all out. Larry Sprinkle loves dressing up too. Or maybe you're forced to do it now because everybody expect it.
In a way that's true. Yeah, I enjoy doing it once we get on with it, just leading up to it. I'm going, okay, what am I going to do? What's going to happen? There's so much involved in it. But once the day gets here, it's okay. It's like weeks leading up to it. I'm thinking, oh gosh, what am I going to do this year? How am I going to put all this together? So,
Sarah says, I was always taught not to leave new shoes on the table. It's an old English superstition. I've never heard this one.
No, I haven't heard that either. Don't leave new shoes on the table. Yeah.
New shoes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever put my shoes on a table. Have you?
Okay. Well, it's funny that you say this. So we're getting my daughter ready for kindergarten. And so our dining room, I kind of have it closed off so the dogs don't go in there. It's like the only clean room in my house right now.
The dining room, yeah.
The dining room. And that we never use. Anyway, but I have all her new school supplies on the table and everything. And I did just, I ordered her some new white, like Keds tennis shoes.
Yeah, you put them
sneakers. And I set them, they're not even used yet. I set them along with her new backpack and
When you get home today, take those shoes off the table.
Oh, they're off now.
Oh,
they're off now.
Good, okay. I never heard that.
And we recently moved, but I don't think we've eaten at the dining room table since we moved. Like we always sit at the kitchen table.
Yeah. Why not? That's what families do.
Yeah.
On the kitchen table.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, since we brought it up at the beginning of the thing, at the beginning of the live stream, and since Ruby's computer's not working, her social hit today in the morning show was all about people who can be fined now, slowpokes who drive slow.
In the left lane.
In the left lane, yes. So
Madness.
I kind of joked because I am a slowpoke driver. Everybody calls me grandma driver. If you pass me, you're like, who is this grandma? And then you're like.
Looking over the steering wheel like that.
I'm just a very cautious driver, but I never drive in the fast lane. I'm always in the slow lane, which drives me crazy when people ride your tail.
Yeah.
And you're in the slow lane.
Yeah. That happens around these parts.
Why do they do that, Larry?
There are so many rude people driving today. They go too fast. They're not respectful. They try to run you off.
Ruby!
It's just crazy what people do on the highways. Ruby's riding very slowly in the left lane right now.
Yeah, we still can't hear her. She has some audio issue going on.
Anyway.
You like that I have half my jacket on because I'm just so cold. I cannot stand to take it off. Anyway, let us know about you. Do you drive slow? Are you more of a speedy driver? And I am always surprised how many people, especially when we're on trips, because my family and I don't know about you, Larry, we always do road trips. And I'm always surprised by how many people are just driving along in the left lane.
Yeah.
I'm like, have they not heard that you go faster in this lane, or this is the passing lane?
Do not go Interstate 85 around Gaffney, because every truck in the world is in the left lane because they got to be there and they're going slow. It's that part of Interstate 85 around Gaffney is just not fun to drive. It's dangerous to drive. It's better everybody go slow right there. Just that has nothing to do with our subject, but just a reminder to everybody. It's very dangerous in that direction.
Yes, I always try to take the back roads if I can,
Yes.
because I'm a nervous Nelly when it comes to driving.
Nothing wrong with taking the back roads. It's more scenic that way.
Joy, when I drive, I go the speed limit, which is probably the smart thing to do. Joy. Awesome. Well, thanks for all your comments, everybody. We went from Friday the 13th to slowpoke drivers, but hey, we've made it to Friday, Larry Sprinkle.
Sure have. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.
Bye, everybody.